Hello YouTube. Welcome back to this wing video. This is number 20 in the series of wing videos. And this is pretty much the end of the right side, or the right wing top skins. There are a lot of holes to rivet. There are a lot of things to get right here, I guess. But it's a long series of videos for the structure of the wings here. What I'm doing here is the J-channel stiffeners. I think I went over them briefly in the last one, how one overlaps the other. And then I'm also just doing the last bit of spar attachment of that top skin. The next after these top skins, well, this is just the right wing. We're going to have to do the left wing. And then once that's done, I'll get started on the leading edge, the outboard leading edges. But you gotta get these done first. I wanted to get these done before it got too cold to work on them in the garage. So that's what I was doing here. And man, this is really loud because, you know, the skin is tight, but it's not super tight. So every time you hit that, hit a rivet there or with a gun, it gets really loud, and it's like, yeah, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to take those earmuffs off. And just like the skins where you go from the center of each skin outward, at this point the two skins were riveted together on a rib and an overlap point. So I considered it one skin, and then I moved from the center there where the overlap was toward the outsides based on each skin. It's just the J-channel stiffener. The J-channel is not structural in this setup. It's just to prevent I don't know if you want to call it oil canning or waving or whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's just there to keep the skin nice and tight. Because between the ribs, it would only be riveted to the front spar and the rear spar, and it may sort of like bubble up a little bit depending on, you know, rib flex. So this just keeps it tight along the center line. Well, okay, that's not the center. I don't know what you'd call that. That's not. Whatever. Down the middle of the trailing edge of the wing. How about that? So this is definitely the last of the right wing. Finish up this J-channel stiffener, and then I believe it's on to attaching the outboard aileron bracket, because that's the last thing you do for chapter, I don't know what chapter this is, 16, I think? Yeah, I think this is 16. I gotta get my plans up. Sure, I'll use Edge to open that. Yeah, chapter 16 is the top skins. Yeah, I did have a little bit of a problem putting that outboard aileron hinge on this wing. I think I ended up drilling out 1 or 2 rivets and reattaching, but it's pretty simple process. I didn't record it. I don't know. I honestly don't know why they have you put that on after the skin is done. I mean, I guess I recorded it here in the sense that you can kind of see it, but the wing's in the way. But yeah, you just put it on there, click it in, match drill a couple of holes into the outboard rib there, and then slam them in. Make sure they're all final size to 30, deburr, and then use a good amount of pressure, because I think some of them are 474-6s, so they're kind of long. Maybe there were 7s even. I can't remember here. Let's see. I do have the plans open. So 5s and 6s. So once you get into the range of 6s, they take a bit more pressure to set properly on the first try. So I love my 7-inch straight set. That's probably my savior for a lot of things. And then I whoopsied on one of them and I have to drill it out. So drill that out and replace it, and then finish this off. Although I think the drilling is probably done a little later. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. On the next one, we'll get started on the left wing. See you then, and thanks for stopping by.